Hey guys, just chilling at the studio on my couch. I figured I'd let you guys know what I think about Microsoft, the E3 so far, or Microsoft's press conference. Um, I'm an Xbox guy. I have a special place in my heart for PlayStation because when I was a kid, that was my first system was the PlayStation original PlayStation and the Crash Bandicoot 2. That was one of my first games. That and Blasto, and I had a couple others. I had a bunch of PlayStation games. Um, so obviously, I actually haven't owned a PlayStation since the original PlayStation. After that, I got a GameCube, and then I went to Xbox. So that's just kind of how it happened. I never got the PlayStation 2 or 3 or 4. It's been a close call a couple times this last past year. I kind of wanted to go PlayStation 4 for No Man's Sky when that was big and hyped. But anyways, I'm an Xbox guy, so I expect quite a bit from the Xbox conference. Just being an Xbox guy, I'm looking for those December games because that's the only time I ever get games. I'm not a big nerdy gamer. I don't play every single game. I don't play any indie games. I'm all like a AAA kind of game kind of guy, and there really just wasn't that many AAA games at this conference. Let's do the pros and cons. Pros, obviously, the new system is cool, Xbox One X, but I think the problem is the name, and I don't think of it. I don't think it's a problem because of the actual name is. I think it's a problem because of the marketing and the business side of things. Like, why would I buy a system that's marketed as an upgrade versus a new system? Like, think about it. They could have just made it look different. It looks about the same as a 1S, and they could have called it the project. They could have called it Scorpio, which is what they were going to call it to begin with. The Project Scorpio. Scorpio. I mean, that's a cool name for a system. And then they could have actually had some exclusive games just for that system. Now, of course, I like the fact that you're going to be able to get the games on both Xbox and Xbox One X. But at the same time, it's not a good play. Like, think about Nintendo. Nintendo went out on a limb and they realized Wii U didn't work. So they came out with a Switch. And I already bought one. I mean, it's a cool little innovative system. And I think, I hate to say it, but I'm more of a, I'm hyping. What am I trying to say? I'm looking forward to Nintendo more than anybody else this E3, because of the Switch. I mean, PlayStation's doing their little PlayStation Pro thing, which they came out with that way too early. No one's gonna buy that once Scorpio comes out. Everyone knows that. But PlayStation guys got their PlayStation Pro. Xbox guys have the Xbox One X. Nintendo guys have a whole brand new system with brand new possibilities. I mean, Nintendo's probably going to take it this year. I mean, I'm really rooting for them that their conference is the best and that their December games are the best. And come Christmas time, they're going to take over. It's going to be everyone's going to be getting Switches. They'll probably have crazy good deals and good bundles. That new Mario game's coming out. I'm just really looking forward to the Switch more than anything else. Back to Xbox. Obviously, I liked the new Assassin's Creed game in Egypt. That looks really fun. That looks like a cool game. Not Metroid. That Metro game looks cool. That Anthem game looks cool. But I'm a Halo guy. I mean, where's my Halo? It's E3, and I know a lot of people are happy that they didn't see Halo because they're gamers and they like to complain about things that are successful. But I love Halo. I loved Halo 4. I mean, 5. I hated Halo 4, actually. I loved Halo 5. And I was ready for some new Halo, man. Think about it. If they would have called the new system Scorpio, they would have changed the way it looks. I don't care if it actually is an upgrade, but if they would have changed the way it looks, called it Scorpio, and gave it a new Halo, dude, that's all they would have had to have done come December, and they probably could have took over Nintendo. They could have took over. I don't understand the gaming industry and gamers nowadays. Back in the day, we had a game. We bought the game. We bought the system. and that was a whole game. Nowadays, you buy a half-ass game because you gamers will buy it, and then you gamers will also buy the DLC. Since you buy both, the business has figured that out, and that's why games don't come fully sold, because people buy DLC. If people would quit buying DLC, then it would go away. Just like this whole upgrade thing that they figured out, hey, let's make upgrades every 2 years instead of giving someone a really a new, finely tuned new system. If you guys keep buying these upgrades, that's what these companies are going to do, because the more you can put a 2.0 or 3.0 and change a little bit of something and keep it about the same, guess what? That's a lot more money than putting a lot of money into a whole new system with a new product and getting a lot more out of that, because the company spent more time and more money and all that sorts of thing. So, I mean, Nintendo will rightfully win E3 because of their innovation, because of their marketing, because of probably the games. I mean, Xbox's games. The Xbox games lineup for the E3 was weak, man. I mean, more than 50% of it was indie games. I don't care. I don't play indie games. I don't care anything about indie games. I know there's a pretty big market for that, but I don't care, That's just me. So that's pretty much what I thought. I'm excited to see Sony and Nintendo. Let me know what you guys think. I know I don't do very much gaming stuff, but it's always been a big side of me. It's like music and gaming and everything else. So thanks for watching, guys. That's some of my thoughts. Later.